Alright, now that you know the basic components of the game, let's get started and play a solo mode. There's a few things different about solo mode than with multiplayer, but we'll get into that a little later. Okay, first off, I already got my character ready. I need to distribute my stats. So Red has 20 health, so I'm going to distribute 20 health just to make it easy. I'm going to put 4 in each category. Alright, so 20 health, 20 traits, right? I got my tactic cards all here. They are deactivated or disabled right now. My character card on here, my character board. So first things first, every player in the game, which right now is only me, draws a bonus card. So my bonus card is a Berserker weapon, so that's awesome. The Berserker, I could, if I want to equip it, I would spend 1 strength, and then I would be able to gain +2 attack, and also if I wanted to, I could spend 1 strength as well to give my attack bleed. And so this is a very good weapon to have, especially offhand, like right off the start of the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spend 1 strength and equip it. Now, one thing you notice is that after I started the my initial distribution, I can't budge this unless I have cards or things that let me do that, or redistribute things or gain different traits. So I was very lucky that I had strength. If I put all my stuff in other sections and I didn't have any strength, I couldn't equip this until I got it. So just keep that in mind, that when you initially start, try to go by your character's strengths. Okay. So first things first, we'll see what the Trinity does. So the Trinity, I didn't zoom the camera out far enough, so I'll just show you. Trinity is observing, so nothing happens. So I'm going to put it in a discard pile that's actually right next to here, but you can't see it because the camera is not zoomed out. So sorry about that. Alright, so we got the bonus card, and this is the bonus card is only for the beginning of the game, the free bonus card. So the Trinity is doing nothing, so I get to move. So my movement is 5, so I can move anywhere north, south, east, or west of where I'm, adjacent to where I'm located. So I'm going to pull a card and I'll put it here. The ruins. They usually locations have flavored text, but the most important thing is on the bottom, the colored text. So this one says nothing happens, so that's good, I guess. So I'm gonna move Red here. Now Red can move up to 5. That means if I wanted to, I could stop now. I don't have to move exactly 5. But okay, I'm gonna keep moving. So I'm gonna play a forest, and I'm gonna play it right here. Oops, sorry, right here. I can't play it here because it's not adjacent to me. So play it here. Now at the bottom this one says get a bonus card. So if I wanted to, I can come over here and I can get the bonus card. If I do so, then I end my movement here. I can't continue on my 5 movements. So because basically what it is Red is searching this area, and she finds a bonus card. Now if you do notice, so it has 2 little slots on the top. Now that's very important because some location cards have slots, some do not. If, let's say, I do grab that bonus card, I would put a token here. That means I had already utilized it the first time. Now let's say I had another player. Okay, let's say Red moves out of the way, and this other player happens to go on this space. Okay, so Hook goes on this space, and he wants to get the bonus card. Now that there's already 1 here, I now have to pay 2 traits. Okay, so even though, so when I first came on, I got it for free. Then I put 1 here to let people know that if you want this, you have to spend 2 traits to get this bonus card. And once that it's all tapped out, then the land flips over and it becomes just a regular force with no bonuses on it. Now, you're wondering how come it takes 2 traits? Isn't that kind of weird? Wouldn't you want to do 1? Well, it's to prevent me from coming here, going over here, and going back over here, and then robbing it without any penalty, basically, of all of its resources, and that wouldn't be fair for other players. So, anyways, for this example, I'm not going to get the bonus card. I'm going to keep moving because there might be something else I want, or maybe I just want to make the board or the map even bigger. So I'm going to move her over here. So I'm going to play this location. Okay, it has something I don't really want. I'm going to go move up over here. And, oh man. So this grassland says a random minion attacks me. So basically that means I get ambushed. So now you get to see how I would deal with fighting a minion. So since there's not a lot of space here for where the camera is showing, and I'm not going to zoom out, I'm going to just move everything over. So just going to trust me that I'm not moving everything in a weird spot. So okay, so whoops. So my minion, I'm going to randomly pick one of the minions in the demo games, or demo kit. So I pick number 3. So okay, I got the easiest one, thankfully. So the easiest one is the wolf. Now on the back of each of the minion cards or the boss cards, there are that character's stats. So it has a dice roll for attacks, dice roll for defense. The wolf actually has no abilities, and the rewards are, you know, it's kind of simple. The wolf has 5 health, located at the top, and pretty much it's over here. Now I get to use the battle deck. Remember I said the battle deck's a community deck, but since there's no other players, it's kind of just me utilizing it. Minions and bosses rely on dice roll. If I run into another character, which we'll probably end up doing in a little bit through the bonus deck, and let's say I choose to fight them, they will also use the battle deck instead of a dice roll. So anyways, to begin, I would pick my 5 cards, or not pick, but draw my 5 cards. So I have 5 cards in my hand, and since the minion had ambushed me, they attack me first, so they roll. So it's a 4. If I look over here, a 4, the wolf claws at me for 1. That's not bad. So I'm going to see if I have a defense, or if I want to defend, and I don't have a defense. So I'm going to take the hit. I don't have any armor or anything, so I will lose 1 magic, which now my health is 19. Okay, now it's the wolf's turn is over, and it's now my attack. Okay, so since I have a berserker, I'm going to try to finish off the wolf. See, the wolf is the easiest minion in the game, but sometimes in the beginning, if that's like one of the first minions that you encounter, it might be rough. It might take me down a notch on my health, so that another player can come in and just finish the job. So I gotta be careful how I play the wolf. I wanna against the wolf. I wanna probably try to finish him as fast as possible. So I'm gonna do this one, running. Actually, do I have anything here for my signature move? I have a running, a jumping, a wild, a frozen, a spark. None of the, well, jumping. So I might want to save jumping for my next attack. So anyways, I'm going to be playing running. I'm going to spend 1 trait, so I'll spend another magic trait to do 1 attack damage against the wolf. Now, because I have Berserker, it's actually 3 attack damage. But I'm going to spend 1 strength to activate the effect, and I will add bleed. So bleed means I roll a die. So, okay, so right now I could do 3 damage plus 4. I could do up to 7 damage to the wolf. Now the wolf has a turn to defend. So the wolf will do a dice roll. 5. So the wolf defends 1. Okay. So, 6 damage goes through. The wolf has only 5 health. The wolf dies. So, the wolf goes back in the minion pile. My reward is I get 1 reputation point. Ta-da! And I get 1 trait. So I can put it anywhere I want except the reputation section. So I'll put it back into strength. And the wolf goes back to the minion pile. The battle deck, all the cards that I use get shuffled back in somehow, some way. So we'll go back into quest mode because now battle mode is done. Go back into quest mode. So I was like that. Is there anything else I want to do? I don't have anything in my hand. I don't have any cards I can play. So I end my turn. So my turn is over, and since I'm playing solo mode, there's no other players around. Now it's the next day. So first thing, so because it's not the first turn, I don't get any more free bonus cards. So the next event comes up. Okay, so the queens are just, the Trinity is just observing, so nothing happens, which is good. So I'm going to try moving around. Now remember, I have 1 reputation point now. So if I want to, I can try doing a quest. Which I might as well do since I'm so close to dragging in. So I'm going to spend 1 of my movement, 2 of my movement. And I'll pick a quest from the 1 to 2. So, okay, I pick a quest from here, right? From the 1 or 2, I have to at least have the minimum. So for example, if I had, so this is like a 3 to 4 reputation. This is a 5 to 6. If I had 3, I could choose to pick. If I had 3 reputation, I could choose to pick from this stack or this stack. If I had 5, I could pick from this and this. But for example, if I had like right now, if I have only 1 reputation, I draw 1 from here, and it's a 2 reputation quest. I just can't activate it, but I could still keep it in my hand. So I'm gonna pick the top 1 and see what I get. I got Little Bo Peeps. I've lost my sheep. So her quest requires 1 reputation. It says, I place this card on my current location. When I have a sheep equipped, so I have to go find a sheep somehow during my journey. If I have an equipped sheep, I could turn it into this location, and then I'll remove this card, and I'll gain 1 reputation point and 5 persuasion points as my reward. Well, so I guess Little Bo Peep is staying at the inn. Now, one thing to notice is that she's at the inn, right? There are certain quests that I can activate that are gonna be activated, like for me. Okay, anyone that stays at a location, like Little Bo Peep is a character that stays at a location. That means anyone can access this. So if another player happens to get a sheep, they can make a mad dash for the Dragon Inn and take the reward before I do. Basically, what I did was I activated the quest for everyone. Now, I don't have to activate it now. I could wait until I have a sheep to activate it. But since I'm playing solo play, I'm just going to do it. Alright, so because that's what I did on my turn, I can't really do anything else. So I'm going to wait. And now the next return is the queen. So the queens have initiated wedlock. Now, one thing good and bad about solo mode is certain cards in the event deck will or will not apply to solo mode. So like wedlock says, each player must target one of their characters with another player's character if possible. Roll a die, and your character may not be that many spaces or more apart, or both characters will die. And it lasts 3 days. Well, it still lasts 3 days, but it doesn't really affect me. So I kind of get I could choose to, if I play solo mode, I could choose to take out all the cards that do not deal with solo mode, or if I want to make an easier game for myself, I could leave them in. So let's say I don't. Let's say I want to make it more challenging. So I'm just going to ignore that card and pick the next card. So observation. So obviously my my event deck is getting smaller. So I got to hurry up and find and kill or defeat 2 more characters. Okay, so I'm gonna move. Ooh, Enchanted Forest. So okay, I'm gonna draw a bonus card here because Enchanted Forest allows you to draw bonus cards. Now, Enchanted Forest is a landmark location, and it has another ability on it. It says, the fairy godmother appears to those pure in heart and in need. If any ability, item, action, or event card would destroy the Enchanted Forest, reshuffle it back into the location deck instead. So in other words, the Enchanted Forest will not die. It will still always be in somewhere that you can get to. Okay. Oh, so I drew a bonus card, and I actually got Hook. So, I have only 4 persuasion, so I cannot put him into my party. I could burn my reputation. If I burn my reputation, I could put it in any one of these traits, like persuasion, and put them in my party. But my goal is to kill 2 other characters before time runs out. So, I'm going to go against Hook. So, fighting Hook is going to be different. Alright, so once again, normally I have more space on the table, but since I don't, I'm just going to move it over like this. Okay, so I'm going to draw... Oh, let me shuffle this really quick. So fighting against another game character is different than fighting against a minion or a boss because they don't rely on dice rolls. Okay. So there are certain cards in the battle deck that are going to work a little different. But before we talk about that, I'm going to draw my 5 cards and put this here. Okay? Once again, it's a community deck. So, I initiated battle with Hook because he appeared and he was like, do you want me to join your party? And I said, no, actually I'm going to try to kill you. So I'm initiating battle, so I get to go first. I have a tactic, so I'm going to play this and put this in the discard pile next to it. Okay. Let's see, what one do I want? I want to do... Hack and Slash. Your attack gains bleed. You have 2. If I have 2 weapons equipped, which I don't, I could do 2 bleeds. But that's cool because my character's weapon already does bleed, so actually I can automatically do possible 2 bleeds. So that's really good. Hook's health is 20 as well, so I have to keep count of his health when I fight him. So I'm gonna play this card, Fierce. That is, spend 1 trait to do 3 damage. So 3 damage, right? Plus I have my Berserker, so I could do up to 5 damage. I'm gonna spend. Okay, so I'm gonna spend my first trait. So I'm gonna spend my first trait to do Fierce. I'm gonna spend my Strength to add Bleed. So I'm gonna roll for Bleed. So 3. Okay, so 3 damage plus 2 damage is 5, plus 3 more is 8. So I could possibly do 8 damage to Hook. But you know what? I'm going to use my tactic card just for kicks. So I'm going to add another bleed damage, which was worthless. But okay, so I do 1 more damage to it. So I could do a total of 9 damage to Hook. Okay. So Hook has to see if he defends. So how does he determine defense? Okay, so there's something a little different about character cards defending. Um, they go by their traits on their cards. So you see, Hook has 3 different types of traits. Mulan, for example, has 4 different types of traits. You see the difference? Okay, remind me to shuffle that. Okay, Hook has 3 different types of traits. So when he defends, he will flip to a maximum of 3 traits to see his defense. So, for example, I flip over this one. It's so this is an attack. So that means he doesn't get to defend. So flips over the next one, second one. He defends 3 to attack. Okay, so he flips over his third one. Ah, nuts! It's a heal. Okay, so let's say it was another defense, then that's it. He would just add up the total. So he defended 3, but since he has a heal, so I'm gonna roll for his heal. Aha, which is a good roll. So 4. He could defend up to 4. I hit him for 9. He defends up to 4, so he takes 5. So now he's down to 15. Okay, so that was my 1 attack, right? Okay, so this goes in the discard pile because I'm done with that. Okay, so the thing is, it's still my attack turn until I'm done. So I'm going to spend another attack, or spend another trait. I'm sorry, spend another trait to do an attack. All right, so 1 plus 2, 3. I'm going to also do another bleed with my Berserker. 6. So I do 9 again. So another possible 9 damage to Hook. So once again, Hook is going to flip. Cure, he doesn't have any status ailments, but he gains 3 from that. So essentially that's this just minus 3 from my attack. So he is up to so he has to figure out what to do with the 6 damage coming his way. Tactic. Okay. So if a character card gets a tactic, they don't actually use a tactic card because they vary between characters. A tactic card is actually a dice roll attack. So or defense. So he gets to roll 5. Okay. So with this one he prevented 3 damage. With this he prevented 5. So he actually prevents 8 so far. And then his third, he defends from 5. So that was very good for him. So basically, for that attack offense, nothing happened. He defended all of it. He got very lucky. So I got 1 last card in my hand. I'm gonna play it. So I'm actually killing myself slowly because I'm using up my traits to fight him. So I'm gonna spend 1 willpower trait. To do 1 damage plus 2 for my Berserker, and I'm going to use my last strength to do another bleed. So now after that I can't do any more bleeds. Ha, that's 6. Okay, so 9 again. I'm getting really lucky because usually that doesn't happen. Okay, so Hook will defend 1. So that's an attack, so nothing happens. 2. That is a status effect, so nothing happens. 3. So, okay, so what happens is he had another attack, so nothing happens, so he didn't defend anything. So he took a total of 9. So he had 15, I brought him down to 15, and then minus 9 damage. It's his turn. So I'm going to draw up to 5 cards. I have no cards in my hand, so I'm going to draw a full 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to attack. So he's going to go by his traits. So he has 3 traits, so he could flip over 3 cards, and the total of how many attacks, or if there's any status effect like poison or whatever, he'll be doing that to me, and I have to defend as 1 big attack. That's the reason why is because there's no way for Hook to get items or anything to enhance himself, so that's why he would have that advantage. So, okay, he's going to flip over 1. So there's a possible of 2 attack damage, but he'd have to spend 1 trait. Okay, so that means he was at 6. So he'll be at 5 to do 2 on me. This one would be 1 for 1, so that's 3. That's 4. So if you notice, this is his attacks right here. He's at 6 health. He'd have to spend 1, 2, 3. So he'd be at 3 energy, or 3 health. I'm sorry, 3 health. But he has a possibility of doing 2, 3, 4 damage to me. Okay. So do I have an attack? Or I mean a defense. Actually, I don't have any defenses here. And one thing you'll notice is in the battle deck, there's not that many defense cards. There's actually a more bias towards attacks because the queens want you to kill the other person. So they're not going to make things very easy for you. So you'll be mostly attacking, or finding ways to get out of situations. So okay, so I'm going to take all 4 damage, which hurts. So if you notice, I have only 2, 4, 6. I have 7 health in this battle. He's down to 3. So when you're playing, you kind of don't realize it, but you're in a fair fight, even though it seems like I'm really pounding on him or whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty fair. So okay, so his attack turn is over because he used up his 3 traits of attack offense. So then now it's my turn. So I have but before his turn ends, you know what? I'm gonna play this tactic card that I had in my hand. So I'm gonna make that happen. So now I have 4 cards. It's the beginning of my turn. I'm going to draw up to 5. And I don't have anything that I could do for a signature move. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to... Whoa. I'm going to spend 1 trait for an attack. So it's 1 plus this is 3. I'm also going to apply this on it. So if any damage goes through to him, it would add a stun effect to that 1 attack. So stun, it says opponent may not attack or use super moves for one round. So basically, he could defend, but he can't really attack me. So that's good for 1 round. All right, so I can do up to 3 damage to him during this time. And I don't have any more strength, so I can't use the bleed thing anymore. So he's going to flip over this to see if he could defend. That's not a defense. He could defend up to 2. Oh! Okay, so he got an escape card. So what that means is once in solo mode, if a character card gets an escape, we automatically do a double roll. So he rolls a 1. I roll a 2. So he doesn't get to escape. So just like the other rule applies, for the regular escape, not the escape card, but the regular escape during multiplayer, I roll. He gets an extra 1 damage. So he actually tried to escape my attack, but he still retains that defense. So I was attacking for 3, and then he defended from 2. So he had 1 attack coming, but then because he failed his escape, also he gains that 1 because I rolled for the 1. So he gets 2 damage against him. So he had 3 health. So now he's down to 1 health. So okay. So he didn't get to escape. Now, if he did escape, what would happen? He would actually go back into the bonus deck, and his health points will be restored back to full if and when the next time I'm able to get him out again. Which stinks because my health is so low. But okay, I'm gonna do another attack. And I'm going to spend 1 trait. Now, you notice I didn't use this tactic card, which I could have, to try to finish him off a second ago. I might just want to save that for my next battle. So I could do a possible 1 plus 2, so equals 3 against him. So he's going to defend. He defends up to 2. That's a no defense. He got lucky. He defends up to 5, so there goes that. Oh, I'm running out of energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Since my HP, my health is 5 or below, I can spend 1 intelligence and 1 willpower, making me only 3, and I can find 2 cards. Actually, I don't want to do that because, as I remember, the health and the cure have already been used, so I don't want to do that. And he only has 1 health point anyway, so I'm going to just try to finish him off. I'm going to spend 1, try to finish him off. Okay, so he could take up to, there's up to 3 attack. Okay, so he doesn't block. He doesn't block. He doesn't block. So he takes the full 3. Hook dies. So Hook dies. He gets discarded. And I gain a reputation point for it. Also, I gain a kill point. Kill points are used for a part of the game that you won't see in the demo kit. And you actually use kill points to pay for backstab or alliance cards, and that'll be explained in the full version of the game. So okay, so all the battle cards get shuffled and put aside. Battle has ended. I had killed Hook, so that's 1 of my 2 quotas, so I just have to kill 1 more character. Now, boss character is also considered a kill point. So if I can kill a boss, I get a kill point as well, which you know, finishes the game for me. Okay, so the Queen's move. They say despair. No traits or health can be gained. No status ailments can be cured, and this is for 2 days. That stinks for me because even if I had a way to regain health, I can't, and unfortunately I am at 4 health. So actually, Red might die. So, but you know, even if she dies, that's okay. She goes out, and then I can pick another character. I would pick a character that I want from the bonus deck, and then put them in play, reshuffle it again, and then now I have a harder chance to find another character to kill, which makes it more dangerous for me with the event deck going on. So what would happen right now is after the event of the Queen is going on for 2 days, it's my move, so I can move, and then I can keep playing. So that's about it for solo mode, and I think this gives you a pretty good idea on how to play with multiplayer. You know, you got all the gameplay mechanics almost. So I guess look for the follow-up video that actually shows multiple people playing. And thank you for watching. And once again, apologize. I'm a little bit under the weather, and I ramble a lot, so that doesn't help. But nevertheless, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to help.